Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be primarily focusing on the queue and building an Operators Blox, which I think will be interesting. Also, I think I'm going to edit the river because I don't really think I need that much. I'm just going to make like big bodies of water, if you get me, so I'll get rid of that sooner, but for now I'm going to focus on the queue. So first of all, I'm going to delete this because I just need it to be a bit thicker so it like reaches the floor, if you get me. Crap, didn't mean that. So we're gonna go into primitives, we're gonna enable my precision mode and all that. No snapping. And I'm gonna reset that. I'm going to put the move to a quarter, just so things can get placed on it. Alright, so now we've got that, I'm going to extend it, like so. And once we've got it like this, like so, all we got to do, we're going to paint it. I think I'm just going to use my painter for this. And all we got to do is get that brick, wherever it is. No idea where that is. Jesus Christ. Sorry for saying something like that. I think it's brick. Wait, I need to enable that. It needs to be a bit darker, like so. That's the same, so I'm just gonna go, there we go. Once we've got that, we're just gonna plug up all these holes with a few rocks. Once we've got this, it starts to come together. And by the way, I did add all of these rock beds whilst you were gone and coloured the coaster. Just thought it needed it. Just gonna add a load of these rocks around. Make sure there's no gaps like anywhere. And then once we've got that, we can start focusing on the queue. So obviously I'm gonna make this break off here. So we'll destroy all these. And then terrain, all we're gonna do, gonna take out these holes. It's just so I can add on like that. Then we're going to go into our scenery, get our primitive, there we go. I'm just going to put default snap in, and we're just going to place this all throughout, like so. Then we're going to bring it here, twist it, so it's in line, and then we are nearly there. I'm going to bring it forward, there we go, and now we're just going to paint that to brick. And then what I'm going to do from here, we're going to get, there's going to be an exit, and it's just going to be a simple exit and thing, to be honest. So we're going to go into our fences and poles. We're gonna get some of these metal fences. Gonna turn off, disable that. And then we're just gonna make this go all the way around. Now what we got to do is get this. And that's a bit too much of an incline. We'll go back into scenery, into our fences and poles. I don't know at the moment, but I'm gonna have to enable it. And we're just gonna have to bring it up like this. And then I'll just add some primitives in there. This is the only slight problem we have. And then we're going to bring that down. And then down again. And then we're going to get a primitive. Make sure it's nice and small. Gonna turn off maybe a quarter. Nah, probably no snapping. Just so we can get the right bit of thing here. All we've got to do is just copy and paste that across, and then there we go. And once we've got that, I only want a little bit like so. There we go. Now bring this down. Same again. And we are finished. So all I'm going to do now is just paint these. And now we've got near enough got our queue sorted. So now we're going to go back into our scenery, fences, get these metal fences, and these are just going to go along like so. Maybe I'm gonna get rid of these. Make sure I don't delete anything useful. And we're gonna build like the bit where you get on here. So we're gonna go back into our fences. We're gonna get our metal fence, and it's annoying how you can't precision build these. I mean, I could try and recreate it with things, but I think that'll just be too much. But I'll make sure we have a railing here. So I'm gonna place these along here, like so. Once we've done that, we can focus back on the queue. And then we can work on the Operators Blox. So make sure you stick around for the Operators Blox. I do think it will be a good addition to my park, especially to this ride. I'll do it for all my things. It just makes it look that bit better, if you get what I mean. And then I'll destroy those boulders as well. Destroy that. So now we're gonna get some primitive, make it really small, like that, a little bit wider. Make sure that covers up. Then we're gonna go down again. And then, like so, gonna keep going down, and then there we go. That is basically our queue done. There we go. So now I'm thinking of building an Operators Blox. So I think I'm gonna build it right here. And then I'm gonna add a sequencer so we can get our lights on. So now we're gonna go to our scenery, gonna get our fence and poles. In fact, I'm just gonna get one big primitive. One big old primitive. Nice and huge. I think the Operators Blox is just gonna sit in this corner. Sit right here. Like that. I'm just gonna make it a little bit wider. Like so. Now we're just gonna paint that. I'm not gonna do it in brick, I'm gonna do more of a modern. Maybe a marble. Make sure that's a bit whiter. Nah, I think I might as well just stick it to brick, to be honest. Gotta stick with the theme. So now what we're gonna do, now we've got our base, we're just gonna add our walls around it. So we're gonna go back round to fences. I'm not really gonna build it very detailed, but it'll do. And then once we've got that, this is going to be like an outer layer. And then we're going to do the same there. Twist it. So once we've nearly got this done. So now it's like that, we can add a layer of glass. So glass. Like so. We can do this. Just gonna build this out here. Got some glass, and then I'll add some more details to it shortly. I think I might just destroy these two pieces, and then back into our scenery, get our walls, and just gonna place these down. Then we're gonna follow it round. I think I might just do one layer of glass at the back, but I do want like one layer of glass to wrap around, so yeah, I think we're gonna do that. Sorry if this video is going to be quite lengthy, but I'm trying to make them as short as I can, but adding detail on that, it just takes too long. So I'm going to go back to our glass, and then we're going to place this all the way around the building. And if you've made it this far, make sure you leave a comment, like the video, and subscribe to my channel if you've liked it. And if you would like to see more tutorials, and follow me on my journey to build this park and actually end up finishing it one day. So once we've got our glass round, I'm gonna delete these two. I think I might need 2 layers, but I'm gonna focus on the general theme. In the future, I think I might turn into like a pirate cove area, and I'm probably gonna end up adding a pirate ship on top of that, of where the second launch is, or maybe even on top of the queue on the station. So once we've got this, we're gonna start building a roof. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna get some primitives. A lot of the custom builds that if you want to make in your park will be out of primitives, and you will have to get used to it in the future. I'll post a tutorial later, or in the near future, on how to actually use them effectively. So first of all, I'm gonna move that down to 1/4. Move it up slightly, like that, and then once we've got this, and that, we can try and make this look a bit better, or I'm gonna build this. I'm gonna turn that off for just a second. Like that. And then we're gonna turn it back on. And then we're going to turn that down to 1/4. And then we're just going to go up from here. And there we go. I know it looks a bit blocky, but I think what I'm going to do now is move this across down here. Make it way shorter. And then we're going to add a bit of overhang. Don't know, to be honest. I think I might just add a big like pillar here. Like so, and then the same there. And then we get, basically we get a, gonna make sure that's in line. I know it's on the track slightly, but we're just gonna extend that all the way. Like so. And once that's in line, we're going to place it, and then we're going to copy it on the other side. So now once we've got that, I'm going to paint it. And then now we've nearly got our station. Station's nearly finished. Just gotta paint that. And then what we're gonna add in here, we're gonna add in a sequencer. So we're gonna go into our others and get our sequencer. Like so. And once we've got our sequencer, we're gonna add a load, and I mean, I'm just gonna do another one just to make it look nice. And then what we're gonna do here, well, that's pretty much nearly finished, is we're gonna extend and make a big pillar on the top. So what we're gonna do, almost like a lighthouse, if you put it that way. So if we get a cylinder, make it a bit fatter. And then I think what I'm gonna do is we're gonna do that. Gotta make sure it's in line. I think I might do it every half. Because it's going to be like a lighthouse centerpiece. Like that, and now all we've got to do is go down one. We're going to go back to half snapping. I think I need to go down one more. And then once we've got that, we can go back to half snapping. And once we've got this, we're going to turn it into a lighthouse. So now we've got our lighthouse pillar. I'm going to group it all. First of all, I'm going to paint it, so we're going to do like a white concrete. White, and then we're going to do concrete. And I'm just going to paint every other one as white. then we're going to change that to like a reddish colour. Maybe this red. No, that's a bit too red. Maybe like a pale red. That might work. And then just gonna paint these. Oh my days. I'll make sure I paint the right ones. And then we're nearly finished. There we go. Now I'm just gonna change that back to a white. Then change every other one that should be white is white. Don't know why I decided to do it like this. And then we're going to go back to that red. Just going to paint in between. And then we get our lighthouse. Then we're just going to go back to that red again and paint the bottom. So once we've got nearly got our lighthouse, don't know what I want to think of it at the moment, but it will evolve once we get in the future. So for now I'm just going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one.